another pregnancy vlog. This is my pregnancy vlog week 19. I am currently 20 weeks today. So I was meant to film this a couple days ago. Easter half term, it's been a lot. If you watched my last video, I was telling you how hectic it was, and this week was just even more so. This week was seeing family I hadn't seen in ages, catching up, play dates, Easter bonnet making, Easter hunts. We've had 2 Easter hunts. It's been full on. A lot of traveling to see family, a lot of car journeys, and just me, if I'm being honest, probably overcompensating for being boring mum for my first trimester, and I am spent. Elvis goes back to preschool tomorrow. Everyone goes back to work, and life goes back to normal tomorrow. And I'm so ready for it because I am exhausted. I don't know if you can see it on my face, but I am so tired. I can't explain to you. It's literally, as I'm filming this, it's almost 5 p.m. and I could probably go to bed now. And I just thought I was meant to do this a couple days ago. It's been really full on. I had family over today because it's a bank holiday. So it's been non-stop. And also it's my mum's birthday coming up. It's my mum's 60th this week. And because everyone was over today, I was like, let's do her a birthday cake. So you get my vibe. It has been hectic. And I was like, if I don't film this now, I'm going to fall asleep. And then it's going to be like 20 weeks plus. And then I'm going to be backtracking. Whereas at least I'm literally 20 weeks today. Guys, I'm halfway. That is wild. Anyway, this is not about week 20. This is about week 19. So let's talk about week 19. In general, I'm feeling so much more myself. As I said, I have been super busy and super hectic and super tired, but I've been able to do so. Up until now, I just don't think I would have been able to handle this capacity of activities. So I'm feeling really good. Something I noticed about week 19 was in the mornings, randomly, a bit of nausea's crept back in. I don't know what that is. I never had that in my previous pregnancy. Once I was in the second trimester, I was normal. And I think the first couple of days it happened, it was around breakfast time. So it was that kind of probably where I was a bit hungry, waiting to eat, or the first couple bites of my breakfast, I was like, oh, I could go. I was like, oh, this could go either way. And if I'm honest with you, I think I'm so traumatized from the length of time I had nausea for. I got a little bit worried. I was like, oh no, please, I don't want to have nausea. But I'm absolutely fine. It's just it's happened pretty much every day this week where in the mornings I've had a little bit of nausea. I eat my breakfast and then I'm fine, and I've managed to keep it down. Although yesterday we had a long car journey. It was Easter Sunday. I felt rough the whole morning, and it was quite intense because we were trying to get out of the house and we were trying to drive all the way down to Cambridge, which is about an hour, 15-minute drive from me. And I just felt like I was not feeling very good. And you just move a bit slower, right? So I just felt like we were running a bit late, whatever. So I'd had breakfast, I'd got in the car. As soon as we got in the car, and I've explained to you in previous vlogs, if you've been following the journey, I am not the best traveller. I am someone, unless I'm driving, if I'm on any form of transport, I can be quite a sicky person. So traveling, especially in this pregnancy and definitely in the second trimester when I've got more out and about, on trains, everything, I'm just like, oh, I just need to get to my destination because I just feel very uneasy, very queasy, and I constantly get that feeling like, am I going to be sick? So I got in the car, and because I've been having a bit of nausea this week in the mornings, I was like, oh no, I'm not going to actually be sick, it's just nausea. But then I got to the point where, if you're a sicky person, you know when you're going to get sick. And I was like, so my mum was in the back seat, I was like, does anyone have a carrier bag to hand? Because we were on a dual carriageway. It might have even been a motorway. I was like, there's no way we're going to be able to pull over. Ken was like, do you need me to pull over? I said, yeah, when it's safe, pull over. I just was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to hold this. And I was literally just throwing up into this bag. I probably threw up about 3 times. We pulled into a petrol station and it was fine. Once I got it up, I felt a little bit better. I was rough the whole journey, and I was a little bit frustrated, if I'm honest with you, because sometimes when you get like travel sick, or I know it was a combination of like pregnancy and travel sickness, it was kind of worse. I felt like the first part of the day I was like interacting with family and trying to be really present, and I just felt a bit shitty, and I needed to eat because I'd got sick that much. I'd only had breakfast, that there was nothing in my stomach, so then I was starting to feel a bit more sick. So when I got to like my aunt's house, I was like trying to eat all the starters and all the, but then I was feeling it, I wasn't really enjoying it because I was feeling sick. But towards the end of the day, I started feeling much better. I had the best time. I love being at my aunt's house. She's like goals. She's hostess with the mostest. I feel like I'm at a hotel when I'm at her house, and she always does the best food, the best, and she did the nicest activities and Easter fun for Elvis, and it was just a great day. So I've really had a beautiful week. But it's funny because in all these vlogs I've been like, no nausea, no nausea, and this week it crept back in, and I actually did like physically get sick, which I haven't so far in this pregnancy. But I know me, I know I'm such a sicky person. I doubt I'm gonna go a whole pregnancy without being sick. I think I was even getting sick in Elvis's labour, just from like the pain. So I just think, me being such a sicky gal, it wasn't gonna, yeah, it was too good to be true that I got to like this far without being sick. So yeah, what else? Let me see what I've noted down for week 19. Okay, so I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I've actually had really bad indigestion this pregnancy. So I've noticed that especially if I eat a lot in the day, or I'm a bit hungrier, or I've kind of snacked and grazed, by the evening meal, it's like there's no space in me left. And I definitely had little bouts of indigestion in my pregnancy with Elvis, but I didn't get it bad at all. I pretty much have it almost every day. I can't overeat. I can't have too much rich foods. I've just figured that out. And sometimes it's hard because in pregnancy, that's what you're craving. You might be quite hungry, or you might want quite rich foods or sweet stuff, but just in the evenings, I can't eat late. It sits on me. I can't sleep comfortably. My indigestion's been really bad. And I've just found some herbal teas have helped, but I don't think anything's going to get rid of it. I think I almost just need to manage it and just not eat too late, not eat too much, not be a pig and pig out all the time, and just not eat too late. And I think that this baby loves to go in quite awkward positions almost. I had a scan on the weekend. I might talk more about my scan in the week 21 because it's meant to be my 20-week scan, but when I had it I was 19 weeks 5 or 6 days. It was basically this weekend, so I might go into that in the next video. But that was really exciting, and I got to see baby, and so it's just been a really nice week. I've had such a sweet tooth though. So I definitely have had a sweet tooth this pregnancy. In life in general, I have a sweet tooth. But with Elvis's pregnancy, obviously I didn't know the gender at the time, but I had a boy. And I had more of a savoury craving. Like anything I wanted was a lot more savoury. And they say in the old wives' tales, sweet is more for a girl. This week, obviously, as it's been Easter, there's been a bazillion Easter eggs. Like, I can't believe how many people give Easter eggs to kids. Like, I know it's all the fun for them, but I just know, like, Elvis is not the kid. He will eat chocolate, and we let him have a little bit. Now, it's actually only this year he started to have little bits of chocolate. But he's not allowed a lot of it for starters. But even if we was to say, go all out, eat it, like, he's the type that once he's like sick, like once he's had enough, he's like, no, I'm done. So I'm like, how are we going to get through these Easter eggs? So I was obviously, you know, kidding myself, thinking I'm being such a good parent. I'm just going to help him out with these Easter eggs. And I only like cold chocolate. So I was like sneaking little bits into the fridge, letting it cool down of an evening, having some chocolate, probably setting off my indigestion. And the whole week, pretty much every day, I have been nibbling on chocolate. And I don't know if you can see, but I've got a couple friends now on my face. And it's definitely like a little, I've got a couple like chocolate pimples because I've been eating so much sugar and chocolate. And to be honest with you now, not just the pimple stuff, the pimples did put me off. I was like, oh, if I'm going to get spots, I'm just not going to bother eating as much chocolate because clearly it's not doing good for me. But also, like, I've eaten so much chocolate and sweets, and we've been at parties and cakes, and we've just gone a little bit crazy this Easter half term, and I just feel sick. I'm like, I'm just so done eating all the crap. Like, I want to be super healthy next week. I want to work out a lot more. The first week of Easter half term, I don't think I mentioned that in my week 18, I barely worked out. Like, I barely even got a chance, because I do daily walks. So even if I don't work out, I do my daily walks. I barely got the chance to do anything. It's so hectic. So this week I was a bit better with managing, like, making that time for myself. And I made sure that I made time for a workout. So I definitely got 2 strong workouts in, as in I did a 45-minute booty and legs workout. I haven't done that in forever. I was dying for days afterwards. Like, I had the muscle aches, but I felt so good for doing it. Did an arm workout, and I got loads of walks in, but I really wanted to get like 3 or 4 workouts in. I really wanted to do a run or a jog. So I think next week I'm going to try and be a bit more organised. Elvis is back at preschool. It is hectic because it's my mum's 60th, as I mentioned, but I'm going to try and get back on the workouts, and I'm going to try and eat a bit healthier. And it's nothing to do with weight gain, or it's just about being healthy. Like, I've enjoyed these 2 weeks. But I don't know about anyone else. Like, when you binge, or you kind of go a bit crazy, or you just don't work out so much, I just don't feel good. I don't feel good. Like, ultimately, in the moment you might feel good, but I just don't feel good after a while. So yeah, I'm going to make that change. I'm going to try to be a little bit healthier next week. And talking about doing stuff for me, something I really enjoy in pregnancy, and I've enjoyed it in my previous pregnancy as well, is having a bubble bath. Like, I absolutely I just love it. I love having I think I do like a bath in general, but in life I just don't make time to have baths. Whereas when I'm pregnant, at the end of the day, nothing better than like a good old soak, put on a podcast, watch a YouTube video, or read a book in the bath. So I've been doing that as a bit of self-care. So I think it's a little reminder to you mums out there, or mums to be, I should say, if you are not doing a little something for self-care, please take that time to do that, because it's so important. You need a little bit of relaxation, you need a bit of self-care, and whatever your thing is, just take some time and do that. And I think I'm just looking forward to next week and just having a rest. I want to work out and I want to be active, but I want to rest mentally and just busyness and socialising wise. Although as I said, we have a big party coming up. But I want to have a couple more days a little bit more chilled. That's a goal. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's a goal. Yeah, I hope you're all doing really well. That is my update. I hope you're all feeling really good. And if you're not, just remember, like, you know, it's not forever. It feels like it's forever, but pregnancy is not forever, and it's all for the most amazing cause, I suppose. And yeah, I'm so excited now. I'm like, I feel like this pregnancy for me is going quite fast now. I don't know, I don't want to jinx myself, but it feels like it's really moving faster than my previous pregnancy. Like, maybe because I'm so busy, and maybe because I have another child I'm running after. But yeah, I'm sending you all lots of love. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure that you share to any of your other like pregnant mamas in the community, because it's just so much fun to feel like we're in it together. And don't forget to subscribe as well. I'm gonna see you next week, and I'm gonna talk about my scan and week 20. Okay, mwah.